Yo, let me get some stuff set up here that I forgot to get going. I keep forgetting this is OBS. Let's see here. Yeah, everything should be. It says everything should be going. Why is this not working? What's up, Sam Ash? I see that there now. Let me do media source. Let me go to browse. All right. No. It's not about somebody. They're going to learn how to use the technology. I learned how to use the technology.
How bad is it?
They're
bad. We just lost contact with two Virgin space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Well, according to, I have no idea why
Is this the tip it warned us about? I'd stake my life on it. How long?
I guess it may not ever come up.
I sent word.
I'll be a month
Fleet's
old.
overlord.
God help us all. Let me go to live. The audio is low. All right. And the media source is on. All right. Let me turn that down. All right. I had to turn the media source. Well, I did not set my media source up correctly here. Is that better now? Is that a little bit better now? Let's see here. Now it's turned all the way up. It's still low. All right, let me do this. Better? Okay. All right, it should be, hopefully. There we go. All righty. What's up, the almighty Spartan God? I'm just, there we go. I keep forgetting with OBS, you gotta, so hopefully you should see the chat box and the game stream. So that hopefully is playing. I still do not know how to get it to go over to YouTube. It still says that it's still waiting to go. What up, everybody? It looks like everybody's starting to pop in. Hit that like button, people, if it's available. If you like the podcast, give me a thumbs up there. The thumbs up is down on the left. Let's see here. Let's try that right there. Let's turn that down. Alrighty, yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone. Looking good. J Dub City, what's happening? What's happening? I believe J Dub is going to be on Expand Your Mind this evening with Next Gen 720. You all go make sure you check that out. Ice Queen Gaming, how you doing? How you doing there, Ice Queen? So yeah, yo. So Rudy Legends, how you doing there, sir? So yeah, let's see here. So what's been happening, people? I have been off. Well, I've been off working. I could have went in today, but I needed a day off after my tummy was hurting. But I got to remember to start the OBS stream. It's like the OBS stream is over on YouTube, but it's like when you set it up, that's just kind of an alert to let you all know what it's about. But tonight, yeah, I'm going to be talking about fear mongering. MBG, the YouTuber, got accused of fear-mongering. I keep seeing that popping up. I am going to, because somebody requested me to talk about the video game violence and things like that. That won't take very long. And the Gears of War 5 console, I wonder if my man J-Dub City is going to get that Gears of War console for that Xbox X. so, um, so, oh, you don't like my Mass Effect one? Well, that's fine. So I'm gonna be playing Tomb Raider today with ray tracing. I don't know if you all realize it. Shadow of the Tomb Raider has low level ray tracing on it. So yeah, but we'll talk about that a little bit. And yeah, I got to ask J-Dub City, is he going to go ahead and will I start something called a Discord server? I have no idea what a Discord server is. I don't like using Discord now. I like StreamYard. Okay, that's more than likely when I want to invite people on because you can host up to 6 people on a StreamYard. So, and that's the one that I think BitCloud, shout out to BitCloud, he calls it a ghetto-fied, he calls it a ghetto version of Hangout. But that's the best way. There's also Zoom. So there's that. I may do that. I just don't know about Discord. I mean, you got to sign up for that. You have to remod everybody. And so I don't know. So also, I want to give a shout out to Foxy Games UK. I believe he hit his 5-year anniversary, and so shout out to Foxy Games UK. And so yeah. Also, shout out to the master teacher himself, Mr. BGS Igmore. People want to know what I think the top RPG role playing game is this generation. I think it's as hard for me. I think Horizon Zero Dawn is the best RPG game in its base form, meaning no DLC. Okay. I think Witcher 3 is second behind that in its base form. When you add the DLC to Witcher 3, when you add that DLC, all right, Witcher 3 becomes the best RPG hands down. Blood and Wine totally blew my doors. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Now, does Horizon Zero Dawn have DLC? Yes. The Frozen Wilds DLC is better than the first DLC of Witcher 3. It can't be you can't even say that it's not. That Mirror Master DLC on the Witcher 3 is trash compared to the expansion on speaking of expansion, the expansion on Horizon Zero Dawn. But when you add on Witcher 3, Blood and Wine, wow. That's all I can say. Witcher 3 does become the better DLC and becomes the better game. But you got to get both those. You got to get both the expansions, which are worth it, by the way. Let me make that clear. Okay, the expansions are worth it. So it is what it is, folks. But those are the top 2 RPGs this generation. I know people are going to say, "Well, what about Cyberpunk?" I don't know if I can play something that calls itself Cyberpunk. Okay, so I will. Somebody has shout out to my the game sharing partner that's on that I am sharing games with on something called Steam. I believe he went ahead and picked it up. So we'll have to check out. So I may check it out just to see what it is. I do need to get something called 8 more gigs of RAM. Okay. For everybody who doesn't know, the game that's being played is called Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3. This is a game that's being shown to you all right now. This is the Reaper invasion of Earth. The Reapers conquer Earth in about, I don't know, 4 minutes. You're just trying to get off of Earth. That's what my thing is about right here. So You're still doing the 100 baby challenge on Sims 4. Oh my goodness gracious. There you go. PC Master Race in the building. What's happening there, Jemiah Dixon? So I am going to get something called 8 more gigs of RAM so I can start playing Star Citizen. When I went to the Star Citizen page, I everything else I qualified. I had the joystick ready. Gave me a green check off. It gave me the 580. It checked me off. It gave me the CPU. I got a green. Everything was good. And then I got to the I got to the RAM, and I heard that Price is Right lose song, and I'm like, oh no. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the RAM put in. Probably the thing is that it will take them 3 to 5 business days to do it. So I'm gonna have the RAM and the CPU, that B CPU that I got now. Shout out to Jemiah Dixon. Um, I'm gonna get that B CPU put in, and then I'm gonna start playing Star Citizen because there's enough. I mean, there's enough there now for me to start playing. Now I got to look into how all that goes, and I just want the base version. I just want to fly a few missions, and get that. Yeah, I got the CPU. So I have the 3600 or whatever, 3600X or 30, something like that. So, I'm getting a new motherboard too. I want the Tomahawk 570. But right now, the Tomahawk is going to chop my arm off. So it will chop my arm off. So Horizon Zero Dawn is as good as an RPG as God of War is. I thought Horizon Zero Dawn was the best game on the PlayStation this gen that I played. Okay, it's just my opinion. It's not that God of War is God of War. God of War blew me away. So, but Horizon Zero Dawn, but God of War, they took a already established character and they reimagined it, and it was fantastic. Horizon Zero Dawn, that's a brand new character, a brand new world. Everything was new, and they hit a home run with that. And it's not that God of War they didn't hit a home run. They hit an 800-foot home run with that too. Um, but overall, Horizon Zero Dawn's a better, more fleshed out game. I do like what they did with God of War. Okay, and that was the first God of War game I ever played. So there's no reason for me to go back and play it. And then for one thing, he's not the God of War because Ares is the God of War. You can watch the Wonder Woman movie. She did not fight Kratos at the end of Wonder Woman. She fought the God of War, who is Ares. So, but I understand their interpretation of who the God of War is. So, you know, mm, ah, but yeah, best game is Bloodborne was good too. That's a good one too. But Bloodborne is also on PC. So the Horizon was too easy, then you did not play that on the hardest level. It's like when I play Mass Effect, people are like, well, Mass Effect is easy. Well, I play on Insanity. So it's not easy. I just make it look easy because I'm just that darn good. Okay? So I'm just that darn good. But also, yeah, I mean, have you all heard about the new resolution that they're going to be using for your PS5 and your Xbox Scarlet? I got to give a shout out to the man himself, Matt's Gaming. He actually did a real good video on it. So, but people want me to explain that a little bit more. So, but let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat: Rudy Legends, J Dub City, Big Cloud, Sam Ash, what's happening? Um, PC Master Race, Jemiah Dixon himself. People ask me when am I going to do the all night game stream? I'm going to do it on my birthday. I'm going to do the all night gaming stream on my birthday. That is August 23rd. And then I'm going to sleep all day Saturday, and I'm going to wake up. And I didn't know this. And I'm going to be covering college football. I'm going to be doing previews of big games. So August 24th, college football season starts. I did not know college football season started. So, and college football starts. Miami of Florida plays the Florida Gators. I'm going to watch that game. That's my birthday weekend. I'm gonna get my chips. I'm gonna get my salsa. I'm gonna stay up all night, do that all night gaming stream. Yes, I will take on the Sawmill Horde for everybody to see it. But that Cash App better be ringing. I will take on the Sawmill Whore. I will stream it, I will show it, and I will take them down because it's not that difficult. Everybody's afraid of the Sawmill Horde. Okay, I am not afraid of something called Sawmill Horde, but I won't do that to the 23rd. So everybody wants to know what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So, mm, ah, so oh, Ice Queen, you are a Virgo then, correct? Is it September 28th? Are you a Virgo? Because my brother is September 14th, and I think he's a Virgo. What's going on, Carl? Ares is the only Greek god of war. Mars is the Roman god of war. Kratos killed there. Well, Kratos didn't kill no Ares. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you all. That's just something that they're saying. Okay. Yeah, but the god of war is Ares, not Kratos. So you can look it up. So you pull it up. What do y'all kids say? Google it for the receipts. I think that's what the kids say. So so but yeah, so for everybody to understand, well, I mean, I wouldn't play God of War on the hardest level because I thought the game was really good. I didn't think it was the best game I played, but I thought it was a good game. I think God of War, I think Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man are the two best PlayStation exclusives that I have played this gen. And it's not that I haven't played a whole lot of their games. And then I would put God of War next. Okay? But that's me. That's just my little list. So everybody has a different list, and that's fine. You guys are gonna have to learn generationally. You all don't know how to disagree with each other and still have a conversation. You all just don't know how. A lot of you all were helicopter kids, meaning that your parents were always around you guys. So and you all did not learn how to disagree with each other. So you are gonna have to learn that. That can't be taught to you. I'm not your daddy. So, but at the end of the day, let me move into this. First things first, the shootings that happened over the weekend, including the Garlic Festival. Horrible, horrible shootings. They have got to do better. Okay, people have got to do better. Video games being blamed for it is nothing new. I remember in the 80s, they were blaming violence. They used to blame music. You can go back to the 70s. They used to say that rock music, if it's played backwards, was Satan trying to tell people different things. I'm telling you the truth, and everybody knows that. So they are going to always try to find an excuse on what's going on and not blame the obvious. So at this point, is video games. The first murder in the Bible, I believe, is Cain killing Abel. Cain killed. Cain did not play a bunch of violent video games. He killed Abel because of something else. And again, that's it. And I'm not a Bible thumper, but that when you hear people say it's because of this, when the first murder ever committed, this on record anyway, is Cain killing Abel. What's your excuse for Cain killing Abel? Did Abel play a bunch of video games that were violent? No, they didn't. So first it was music, then it was movies, and now it's video games because again, they truly want to regulate the video game industry and they really don't do it. It just kind of does its own thing. And the most violent video game has not been released yet. This generation, the most violent video game is The Last of Us Part 2. And that game is not out yet. Won't be out till next year. So, but overall, is to distract you, and it has worked. I've heard a lot of podcasters talking about this, and they're not talking about, look, the reason why these people were shot was because there's a bunch of white supremacists out there, and they are terrorists. And they being media and government, will not say when a white man walks into a store with a gun and kills a bunch of people when he has a manifesto, that's an act of terrorism. But had that guy been brown and said Allah Akbar and started shooting people, they would have said, oh, this is terrible and this is terrorism and stuff like that. It's the same thing. But they want to act like white people don't commit acts of terror, and they committed the most acts of terror in the world. The Holocaust were by Nazis, and Nazis were a bunch of white guys. Slavery was created by Europeans, or Europeans are not black. I mean, these are Holocausts these are things that have actually happened in history. And then they want to act like, well, they don't do these things. The hell they don't. Yes, you do. So terrorism is terrorism, whether it's done by somebody from the Middle East or somebody from the east side of Chicago. Okay, terrorism. Okay, so it is what it is. You know, how did westernized nations build their wealth? They stole it from Africa. Okay, that's how they got it. Jemiah Dixon, $2 super chat. Cain killed Abel because he was a. Oh my goodness. Yes, yeah. That has nothing to do. You're right, with violent video games. But that's why these people are dead. And I don't. The one in Dayton, Ohio, right now, it may not be linked to this. That's why I'm leaving it out. It's still a tragedy nonetheless. You got too many guns. It is harder. It is easier to get a gun than it is to get a library card. I mean, that's a shame. And yes, there are laws on the books. And yes, you're 100% correct. And they need to enforce those laws. That's all I can really say about it. So, but it is terrorism. Okay, this guy in Texas left a manifesto. I mean, I'm going to write a manifesto. Okay, it's going to be Craig's manifesto. Okay, so rule number 1: thou shalt not be moist. Okay, first rule of my manifesto: thou shalt not be moist. Okay, but at the end of the day, they're going to blame everything but what the truth is, and you guys have got to keep your eye on the ball. Okay? Well, it's just these video games. It's not the video games. It's not the music. It's not the sun. It's not the baby daddies. It's them. Okay? Now, if you want to know why they're doing it, which is the question you should be asking, I already did a video, and that video, people got mad and unsubbed, said that I was being racist when I showed the woman, excuse me, I showed that woman using suntan lotion on what she was trying to turn herself into, because that's what the sun thinks you look like. Now you add to the fact you had Brie Larson, an actress, come out and say she didn't care what these white dudes thought because the movie that she was in wasn't even catered to them. She was more concerned with little girls and what other people thought. Well, I mean, some of these white dudes, not all of them, not all, a lot of these dudes online went absolutely full retard. Okay, saying that, then the movie comes out, makes a shit ton of money, and they're like, Disney bought tickets. Here's the thing: you have a group of people who everything their entire lives has been catered to them, and now it's not happening. You all need to go back to the end of the Civil War in the United States to see why this is all happening. Then when you get that answer, you come talk to me, because I already know what the answer is. I already know what the answer is, and I'm not going to give it to you. You should have taken U.S. history. You should find out what happens at the end of the Civil War. And once you find out, you'll find out while all this is going on. All of it. But I digress. Let's move on to gaming. Doesn't someone get killed over a manhunt game? Well, didn't somebody get killed last year at the Madden tournament? The football tournament or something like that, or it was a fight or something happened up there. So it's crazy. They're just I'm telling you guys, they don't want a certain group of men to be declared terrorists. Period. So and that's it. They don't want a certain group of men to be declared that. And I'm not going to go into the reasons why. You have to go to the end of the Civil War and you'll find out why. Okay? Or you can look into a movie that came out called The Last Free State of Jonas. Don't look at the movie. Look at why that movie got made. Okay? I think it had Noah Wyle in it. I can't remember. I'll stand corrected if I'm wrong. But they're going to blame everybody but that group of people. So I'm gonna leave it there. So people get killed at best. Yeah, you're right, Jemiah Dixon. A few years ago there was a Dodgers baseball game or something like that, and somebody got killed in the parking lot. So I mean, again, I'm just simply saying to you, keep your eye on the ball. Do not get caught up in all this other stuff. I hear a lot of these streamers getting caught up in what that's not the real issue. So now Sam Man said, play the first game to see he killed Ares and became GOW. It doesn't matter. He's not God of War. Then he would be Ares. Okay? He would be Ares. So, yeah, Sam Man, she did. And like I said, my thoughts are more with the victims. And again, these are acts of terror. And look, I am a gun owner. So, I mean, it's nothing wrong with owning guns, okay? But if you want to say I'm a sport hunter, I do not need an AR-15 to go hunt deer. You know, I bow hunt, and I've not killed a deer with my bow yet. I mean, why? Because they're hard to find. I'm not that good of a hunter. You know, so, but I like going out there with 2 or 3 of us, and we put the doe scent on us, and we go from there. So Kratos is still got GOW. Well, in your opinion. So, you know, so in your opinion, he's not my God of War. That's hashtag not my God of War. There you go. He's Kratos. You know, he's still an ass-kicking machine, but he is not the God of War. That's Ares. So y'all got to get over yourselves. I mean, I don't know how to share my screen with OBS yet, but once I learn how to do it, I will pull up the God of War, and it will be. I guarantee it says Ares. Okay, I guarantee it will say Ares. It will not say Kratos. Ah. So let's move into this. That I didn't. No. I just said that, Sam Ash. The only God of War game I ever played was God of War 4. That's the truth. That is the truth. I've not. There's no reason to play any other God of War game and go back because everybody keeps saying how much better this was than all the other ones. So why would I go back? So, but yeah, no, I can't do it. That not gonna be able to do. So, but all right, so we'll move on to this resolution and shout out to Max Gaming for the video that he put out. I give credit where credit is due. That's the type of content creator that I am. So Max Gaming has a good video up through Digital Foundry. Now remember, Digital Foundry said about 4 months ago that the end of the pixel, all that pixel war shit, that's over. Digital Foundry predicted that, and it looks like their prediction was correct. So shout out to Digital Foundry. But so how are games going to be rendered next generation? Okay, they're going to use temporal aliasing and a lot of different techniques to get the 4K. The games are still going to look stunning. They're going to look stunning. They're going to be at 60 frames a second, a lot of them. So, you know, it is what it is. And but they're not, a lot of these developers are not going to use checkerboarding. Checkerboarding is, I love checkerboarding. It is an expensive technique. There's different techniques they can use to get the 4K or give you and they're not going to be able to count the pixels. That's the beautiful thing, because even the new, what's the name of the engine that the new Call of Duty is on? What is the name of the engine that Call of Duty is on? The new one. Whatever that engine is called. It's, well, Andrew, no, you don't need to stop calling them white supremacists. Even Malcolm X said that. The fact that they feel they have to say they're supreme shows how weak they are. Okay, look at my video with the woman putting on the suntan lotion, and then look at how African DNA is the dominant DNA on this planet, and then you'll get your answer to why Donald Trump says invasion, invasion, invasion. Okay, Just look at those videos, okay? And matter of fact, you all need to understand how DNA works anyway, at least on a base level. So, I'm really trying to move on to gaming at this point. When somebody knows those answers, I already know those answers. So then I have no problem having a podcast with that person or that group of people. But as long as they're in this blaming video game mode, that's complete bullshit. That is distraction. That is a distraction. So, but I've moved on. So let's get back. So are they on the Frostbite? They're not using Frostbite for Call of Duty, are they? So they're not using Frostbite. Hey, the video game that's up on the screen is challenging. It's just Andrew's never played Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, but he thinks it's easy. So they're not. So what? Somebody look at that engine. Shit, I should have known that. But all right. So with this engine, they are not going to be able to. Do I see any proof? Well, I got video proof of it. I don't have that video playing though, because I like the Mass Effect video. I think you all should see greatness on my screen, and Mass Effect is greatness. So, um, so yeah, it's got low level ray tracing on it. So, yeah. Mm. Ah. You like to apologize for white people behavior over the generations, but my family owned slave. Oh, Carl, not saying your family owned anybody. Okay, never said that. So, but again, I'm trying to get back to gaming. Okay, so, but my also weren't the Egyptians the first slave owners? No, actually they were not. So, but yeah, we'll get back to gaming. But Carl, you have to apologize. I'm not here to say I'm not blaming nobody. People need to go. The information is out there, so people need to make up their mind whether they want to go get the information or not. I already know the information, so I don't need to go look it up. The people who are finger pointing need to go get the information. Then I don't mind having a conversation. But until you know that information, I'm moving it on. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So, so I'm definitely not finger pointing. But a shout out for you being here, by the way. You love the ME series. Yeah, there you go. So, so there you go, Jemiah Dixon. Shadow of the Tomb Raider has ray tracing. There you go. Don't hurt him too bad, Jemiah Dixon. It's not his fault he didn't know that. It's our fault for not informing him. Ah. But all right. So anyway, your game is going to be rendered in either 8K, it's going to be super sampled or down sampled. Same damn thing. Um, and they're not going to be, and it's going to be beautiful because they're not going to be able to count the pixels. So you could have a 1800p picture, then in the very next frame it may be 2160p, then in the very next frame it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to always maintain that look, that shine, that gleam, that however you want to put it. I mean, man, oh man, I can't wait. So I can't wait to play Next Generation. Speaking of Next Generation, how many of you all sorry sacks of sap remember I'm the one that said to you all months ago that you may be paying close to $600 for these consoles. How many of you all remember me specifically saying that? And shout out to my boy OBJ the Don, but he was saying, Sony would never do that. They're not going to sell these consoles for this amount of money. I mean, look, I sat here months ago and said, you are going to, no, the frame rate will always maintain the same. So it will always be maintained the same. So Sam Ash is saying checkerboard 4K is more than fine for you. I don't disagree with that. I love checkerboarding, but it's a very expensive technique. And now the developers have developed new tools to put for resolution. And what I like is that we're not going to be able to pixel count next generation. And this is according to the developers, okay? And, so I love it. So, Now, no Russian says Zeus trolled Kratos by making him believe he was the god of war. That power was never his. You're right. He's not the god of war. I mean, I understand that. He's never been the god of war. Ares will always be the god of war. So, but as far as the checkerboarding, that will be coming to an end next generation. I'm not here to say that there won't be other people that do checkerboarding, but a lot of the developers are going to move off of that, and they are going to be using this brand new type of rendering that, again, the same thing they used in Spider-Man that Insomniac did, how they had a 1440p picture, a native picture, but through temporal aliasing and all type of tricks, had a 4K output. So, which was beautiful. Shout out to Lincoln Clay. Yeah, you damn right this is Mass Effect. So, yeah, damn Digital Foundry out of a job. They're going to have to find something else to do. So, now, yes, Sam Ash. But I told you guys, if you listen to my podcast, I specifically said start a Christmas fund if you have to. You're going to be paying close to $600 for these consoles. Now, maybe it's because I already knew Trump was going to be slapping on tariffs. Okay? So, and I already knew that. I knew that. But again, the people I listen to, shout out to the master teacher himself, BGS, that man, like I said, what BGS is offering us, he should be charging us. He is giving us really good information, and it is up to us to track down the sources and follow up. Okay? All you can do is put the information out there. It's up to your audience to be smart enough to discern information and go do it. BGS has been telling us for 18 months all this stuff is going to happen, probably before then. All right? So I already knew how much you're going to be paying for your console. I already knew. And I told you all the information. Okay, but what did I get back? What did I get pushback on? That's not true. That's not going to happen. Are you crazy? Now, look, maybe the tariff thing with China ends. I certainly hope it does. But again, it doesn't affect me too much because I already have my 4K TV. Okay, I don't use an iPhone because I think Apple stuff is trash. Okay, I think it's garbage. I'd rather use a Samsung phone. Hold on, let me take a swig. Who is BGS? That's the master teacher himself. So, okay. I don't know what else to say, man. Just go on YouTube and type it in, and it'll be there for you. So, but what if I'm wrong? I'm never wrong. Now, somebody says Kratos killed Ares in the damn game. That doesn't matter. He killed Ares. He's still not the god of war. Okay. You all can call again. You all can call him whatever you want to. Okay, but the one thing you will not call him is God of War. Okay, Ares actually had the ability to affect the way mankind processed information. Kratos don't have that power. Okay, so he just doesn't. So it is what it is. So $600 is a common sense price range. Yeah, I know that. I tried to tell people that months ago. They wanted to be like, ah. And again, look, you're going to be able to trade in, and this is what I said before. You will be able to trade in your PS4, PS4 Pro. If you want to call it a potato station, that's fine. Your soup station 4, whatever you want to call it, towards your PS5 and knock off that 10% hike. If it's $600, they will give you anywhere from $80 to $120 for your PlayStation, and then you just go in there and you still pay $500. Okay, that's all you got to do. That's it. It's not that different. So, so yeah, drugs don't act that way. So, what was that one movie that came out? It was trash. Had Bradley Cooper in it. He took some kind of drug. That was a takeoff. There is something called Gold. I forgot the name of it. Starfire Gold. There is something called Starfire Gold, and that's monatomic. That does help you do things. So, You're not trading in your pro. You're just gonna buy it out. Yeah, Limit. That movie was straight trash. Trash. So, Limitless. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, shout out to Jemiah Dixon. Yeah, the movie was garbage. So yeah, God of War 2 actually gives insight on how Kratos is the false God of War. Yeah, I understand that. No Russian. I got you, brother. You like the movie and the show. I like the first 30 minutes, the first 45 minutes of that movie was actually not bad, but the rest of it was garbage. I mean, garbage. Only hardcore people will pay that price. Yeah, Jamal Adams is right. I'm not paying. Well, I mean, again, I'll trade in something to get it. Okay, I am going to get it, and I will probably end up getting the Scarlet. But all right, but let me get back to the way this thing's going to process in imaging. So I love the way this is going to work. So it's the end of the Pixel War. This will be about content. Okay, there will be no more of this. Oh, well, look, it looks better on this. It's going to look the same, as I said it would. Okay, once again, something else I was correct about. I mean, look. Like I said, my manifesto. There is no moistness in my community. Okay, all these moist ass simps have got to go. Okay, you got to go. All right, go somewhere else. You can't be over here being buttery. I mean, there's other places you can go to be on the Butter Biscuit Brigade. Okay? Be on that Butter Biscuit Brigade like Cory Booker. That Senator Cory Booker is the most buttery biscuit eating senator I've ever seen in my damn life. Going to go up to Congress and literally say, yeah, black people need reparations for slavery, but we don't have to have money. Ain't that the most buttery thing I've heard in my life? That's like somebody telling me that the Xbox X is better than the PlayStation Pro, and I already know it's not. You got to take your butter biscuit comments somewhere else. Now, this podcast is not a podcast to take somebody to the woodshed. Okay, but I may end up turning it into that. I don't know. I'm starting to get that eye of the tiger. I can feel it coming in the air at night. So that's all I can say. So you're right, Rudy Legends. I never played the first 3 God of War games. And because I didn't have a PlayStation. I was on the 360. So, but I played the best. Everybody keeps telling me God of War 4 is the definitive God of War 4. So, matter of fact, I'm just going to call it Kratos of War. I can't call somebody the God of War that ain't the God of War. So, you take no tax. Somebody said they're going to use their tax refund. My tax refund is going to go to my student loan. So that's where my tax refund is gone for the rest of my life. So, but that's fine as long as it pays on my student loan. I don't want it. I'm good. So Andrew Wick says, if you can see RTX on current gen consoles and you think the order... No, the order does not have low-level ray tracing. Shadow the Tomb Raider does. So does Killzone. So, matter of fact, Shadow the Tomb Raider, they actually reduced the resolution so that they could use it. I mean, that's something you all should know. God damn it, Janet, you should know that. I should change my name to the Oracle. No, you are going to have to accept a hardcore fact of knowledge that I am talking to you with one half of my brain tied behind its back. Okay? That's all I can really tell you. I just simply look. I am older than most of you, and with that being older comes wisdom and knowledge. And you can either accept it and just learn how to deal with it, or you can constantly challenge the king of Xbox. Okay, and there's no reason to challenge your king. Now, ever since I became the king of Xbox and I annexed the Xbox community, I have led them to the PlayStation. I've led them to greatness, okay? How many people have you ever... Now, I was on Scumcast and I annexed the Xbox community, right? Right. Ever since then, how many people have you heard in the Xbox community say, they're done with Xbox and I'm going to get a PlayStation? That's because of what I did. When you conquer a group of people, and we have conquered them, and I am their new king. I am leading them on a more fruitful, knowledge-based type of adventure. They're on an odyssey at this point. Their odyssey for knowledge is now being, they're getting it. I'm giving it to them. So I can't be the king of the PC because I don't have something called I don't use NVIDIA stuff. Everybody keeps telling me, yeah, for me to be the king of PC, I gotta have NVIDIA stuff. And I'm not a rich king. I am a poor king. I'm a king of knowledge. I'm the king of wishful thinking. So yeah, you know. Oh, also shout out to the big homie Sick who got that job with I think he said was it American Express? So don't leave home without Sick down. He is the man when it comes to that. So, but shout out to Sick Humor. I need to try to have him on and talk about what a internet network engineer does. Uh, and I also need to try to get him in touch with the master teacher. I want to try to get him and Jada Up City in touch with the master teacher because BGS wants to try to talk to black men who are in the tech sector. So those two brothers, those are the two brothers that I know. I got tons of respect for them, and that I want to try to network with later this year and going into the future. Because you're only as good as the people that you can put that you're around and you can put around yourself. And I definitely will go to war for both Sick Humor and Jada Up City, both as gamers and as one brother to another brother, because everybody's got to have each other's backs. So, but again, I mean, and that goes for some of the people in the chat too. So, so shout out to everybody in the chat that's out there doing the right things. So that's all we can do is keep doing the right thing. All right, so let me get back to the gaming. So I'm excited for the PS5. I don't care how many T-flops it's going to be. I know and you shouldn't either. All you need to know is that AMD is building a monster console. I mean, it is going to be a monster. So whatever you all want to call it, it's a monster. The beast is coming. I mean, whatever metaphor you guys want to use and run with it. So that is totally up to you guys. So, but let me move on to. Damn, can I go to Fear-Mongering at this point? Let me look here. Look at my notes here. Yeah, I don't know why it says OBS test. I actually did put in what this is going to be about, and no, this is an actual podcast. This should be the first one, but I need to go in and I guess learn how to change that where it says OBS test. But I think with OBS, each time you use it, you have to go in and keep changing stuff. That's what I just forget to do that because with YouTube, you put your title in one time and it will save. So no Russian. The buzzword is whatever you guys want to make it up. Okay. To me, you've been told that AMD has said both consoles are going to play games at 4K. You have been told by AMD that they will both run games at 60 frames a second. You have been told by AMD that you're going to have ray tracing on both of them. You have been told by AMD they're going to have the same CPU. So and both of them are preparing to have some type of SSD drive. So it's just I don't know what else to keep saying. When I say to people, the damn things are going to be pretty much virtually identical. There will be some differences, but there's not going to be any major differences. Okay, they're going to both do the exact same thing. They'll just do it differently. Again, if I go to a party and I go north and you go to the same party and you go east and we get there roughly the same time, does it matter which way we went? No. I mean, so what's happening is you're having to see the evolution of these fanboys and fangirls because they're not going to be able to sit around and talk about resolution and which one's better because the multi-plat games are going to be identical. So it's just going to come down to what content you want to play. Okay? This is going to come down to the content you want to play. And so if to me, if I want to play Fable, If I want to play Fable 4, whatever they're going to call it, I need to get an Xbox Scarlet or have a PC. I'm not going to be able to play that on PlayStation. Not yet. If I want to play The Last of Us Part 2 or Horizon Zero Dawn Part 2, I'm going to have a PlayStation. That's just reality. And that's, as a consumer, as a grown-ass man consumer, I can go ahead and decide what I want. Okay, there's a lot of people who are like, well, this is not fair, and Microsoft, this Microsoft is going to put games everywhere. Yeah, Microsoft has to because they failed. Their console is a failure. So yes, you want to put your software everywhere. So it is what it is. Ah, you want great games on your console? Yeah, well you'll get that. I mean, there's going to be great games on. There should be really good games on both consoles. Um, so we'll have to wait and see though. Up and running. Yeah, and it says OBS test, and I got to figure out where in the world to put that. I got to figure out how to take that off the screen. I have no idea how to do it. Why am I buffering? Am I buffering really? Oh, you mean the up here is buffering? Oh, I'm not looking at it. It says 0.1% drop frames. So, and it's running 60 frames a second. So, I've not eaten breakfast yet. mm. About YouTube on the live stream page. Yeah, I'm not for sure because I'm not for sure how that's working though. So, I mean, I'm not really, like I said, I'm kind of doing this as just a way to stream PC content. So, and talk to people. As far as Hangouts, Thrash, I don't know if you've heard of StreamYard, but look into StreamYard because of you can host up to 5 or 6 people in a StreamYard. Now it's basic, because it's in beta, but it does work. So, mm. Yes, my birthday is it's in 16 days. Yeah. My birthday actually falls on the opening of college football season. So I didn't know that. I'm very excited. I just looked at that yesterday at work. So, and I got the day off. I got a 3-day weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and be sudsy. So I got to pay for StreamYard. No, I mean, not the way I use it. I'm not paying for it. So, yeah. I mean, I can start a Discord, but that means I have to watch a tutorial on how to set up a Discord. I don't want to. I mean, I hate using friggin' Discord. I don't like using it now. So, I mean, I just don't. So, but, you want a burger? Shout out to King Thrash, the one who got the whole Microsoft phone thing correct. And then he went over to a multiplayer podcast and demanded waffles with friggin' syrup on. It was funny as hell. So Jemiah Dixon said he's taking off to play Control with RTX on. See, shout out to everybody who's getting those RTX cards. Shout out to everybody that's doing that. I can't afford one, so I'm over here being a little bit envious. But shout out to everybody that's doing it. So. 5 days before my birthday. Oh, before Carl's. Okay, well, I personally don't think Last of Us is launched until next summer, which is fine. I mean, like I said, I'm playing this month. I got friggin' the Avengers are coming out next Tuesday. The in game on 4K. I'm buying that. I got Control. I got that Madden. I'm good. I'm good on my gaming for a little bit. Gears of War 5. Let's move on to that. How many of you all are buying Gears of War 5? And then I need to see how many people are going to buy that Gears of War 5 console. I'm really thinking about buying that Gears of War 5 console. Man, that thing's pretty hot. Yeah. So, someone said they believe the X GPU is the Xbox X's GPU is basically an overclock 480. That's what I was told by my source, Lou Wappa. So, yeah. Mm. What up, Ice Queen Gaming? As you all know, I am planning a trip to England next year. And I'm going to go try to see everybody. I'm going to try to go to a pub and have a pint. And maybe I'll be able to see Big Ben, too. And that's in London, right? I want to see London Bridge and Big Ben. Then I want to go drink some beer. That's what I want to do when I'm in England. The console looks great, but not at $500 for one game. Well, actually, it comes with all the Gears games. It comes with 1 year of Game Pass, I think, and it comes with that controller. It comes with I think it comes with a headset. And, I think it comes fully decked out. So buy an Expo. Well, I like that console, but if they're going to do this for Gears, I really hope they do it for that Star Wars game. If they do it for the Star Wars game, I may buy it for the Star Wars game. I may be able to hold off on Gears, but that Star Wars game, I'm really thinking about getting it if they do that. So, oh, I don't have $500 to waste. That's why I asked for donations to see how that works. So, plus I'm beefing up my PC. So I am beefing up the PC. I'm going to get a new keyboard that glows, this RGB or RBG. I'm going to get one of those. I should be able to order that Friday. I'm going to get something called a 8 gigabytes of RAM, so I can play Star Citizen. So yeah, I'm beefing up that GPU or my computer, and I'm going to get the AMD Navi 570 GPU, so I can play everything at a 1440p over 60 frames a second, and I'm gonna get a 1440p monitor. I'm excited about that. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, Ice Queen. I didn't know you wore glasses. Okay, cool. Bring me back something from England. Okay, I will try to. So hopefully I come back. They may arrest me while I'm over there. So, yeah, Last of Us 2 looking pretty good. They put out the person that plays Joel said we can't handle the Last of Us Part 2. So we'll have to wait and see. So I'm excited about it. So let me get to the main topic here. I want to talk about fear-mongering and what it is. So there's a lot of people that are being accused of fear-mongering because of all right, and what this is that the direction that the Xbox is going in, that Microsoft is taking Xbox, a lot of people don't like it. Excuse me. Now, shout out to Randall Thor because he said this close to 2 years ago on 60 frames no lag. He said that Xbox has a lot of he said quote Xbox is going in a direction that a lot of people are not going to like in the future. Now let's keep it 100%. Randall Thor he said that close to 2 years ago. He was 100% correct. I mean, how many people do you see just bitching and moaning and crying and all that stuff because of what Xbox is doing? Now, granted, everything was told to them. Everything was told to them what was going to happen, but they did not listen. So we're 100% right about that. So yeah, by the community, you're right about that. Mm. You warm since age 12, okay. Don, are you far-sighted or nearsighted? They're number one defense. Yeah, it's fear-mongering. So what is fear-mongering? Well, they're literally saying that if you don't like the direction that Xbox is going and you're complaining about it, that's fear-mongering. They literally are saying they have no idea what fear-mongering really is. So But that's their definition of fear mongering. So what cracked me up is I was listening to a YouTuber, I think it was Muscle Bound Gamer, I think that's who it was, and he was saying that they're that they're accusing him of fear mongering, and I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. How is somebody um, saying that he no longer wants to support Xbox because Xbox X didn't give it to him, and fear mongering? And so, like, if you don't like the direction that they're going, you're automatically like, oh well, no, this is you're fear mongering. The hell, man? Yeah, fear mongering equals excuse. So, Rodeo Legend said, oh no, Andrew Wickman says he doesn't know if it's legal to transport a white chick from England to America. Oh my goodness, y'all are silly. So I'm sure there's plenty of women from England. I used to date a girl from England named Karen years ago. She was a ginger. She had red hair. So she was English and Irish. She could drink too. I mean, why do I think about it? Karen could put them away. All right, anyway. But why they're full retard? Oh yeah, I know. The Xbox community has gone full retard. So but so at the end of the day, at the end of the day, fear mongering by the Xbox community means that you don't get to question the direction Xbox is going in, because if you don't support them full throat and you're questioning what they're doing, you're fear mongering. So I may put that in my name. He said Splinter Cell and Fable were coming. Well, he was correct about Fable. That's been confirmed. Splinter Cell, I agree. Yeah, Splinter Cell so far has not been confirmed. So, Game Pass will kill the Xbox console. Yes, it definitely dilutes down the worth of the console. So, but I am not disappointed by the Xbox community. Not at all. I mean, you got to understand. Look, there are men grown. I mean, because what Xbox is doing has been out there. Okay. But there are grown ass men in the Xbox community that if they went to their bedroom and a woman was in their bed and she was topless and she had the lights out and there were candles all around the bed and there was music playing, these guys in the Xbox community, they would just get in the bed and go to sleep. And they would say, well, I didn't know she wanted to have sex because she didn't take her panties off. So a woman laying in their bed with their top off is not enough. That's how dumb they are. This is a group of people. There are women in the Xbox community who, if you say to them, can you go make me some grape Kool-Aid, and you put the cup out, you put the pitcher out, you put the sugar out, and you put the glass there, they don't know how to make the Kool-Aid. They don't know how to interpret information. Okay, I was listening to an Xbox centric podcast the other day, and I guess they were this was a couple of weeks back, and they were talking about the whole Alan Wake thing and how frustrated they are that Xbox did not want Alan Wake 2 to be made, even though Xbox has shown you in action that they're not trying to do games like that, because they put games out like Rise, Son of Rome, and Killer Instinct, Forza 5. They put out games that they feel were quality games, and the Xbox community did not go buy the games. Okay? And so that is on them. Okay? They blame the Xbox gamer consumer for not buying their stuff. They're like, look, we put the stuff out there, you didn't go buy it. But in this podcast, these guys, the way they were talking was like they were just totally shocked. And during this podcast, one of them, I guess, works for GameStop, and they said he said at his GameStop there were only guess how many God of War, God of War 5, not God of War, Gears of War. Guess how many copies of Gears of War 5 are reserved? Just take a guess. How many people have reserved Gears of War at this person's GameStop? Take a guess, somebody. Anybody. Mm. Okay, this guy said that there were only 2 copies of Gears of War reserved. 2. Whereas that no 2. This guy said there were only 2 copies reserved. Whereas that Death Stranding at the same store had over 60. So Fable was coming this gen. Well, I mean, they're working on Fable, and if it will come this gen if it's going to be on the Xbox X. That's this generation. So, and we have to wait and see. I mean, this is why I've always said you gotta. I mean, look, you had people about a week and a half ago saying that Ready at Dawn or whoever was going to make another. Oh man, what's the name of that? The Order 1886 game, and they had no confirmation. And then Ready at Dawn came out and said, "Nah, that's not happening. You know, we're doing something else." So that's what I'm saying. You got to wait a minute. So you got a drip for sale. What's a drip? So nobody from Microsoft confirmed Fable. No, I think they said that they had Fable ready to go at E3, but they wanted to show that flying game, that flight sim. So I mean, again, that's what my understanding of what they were saying. So but what Microsoft did do with the Gears of War thing, which I thought was funny, Gears 5, I was laughing because they were like, "Well, look, we got a console for Gears." It's like, yeah, well, why is this a surprise? You know, it's not a surprise to me. So, yeah, Microsoft pulled Fable. Yeah, so there is a version of Fable out there. So, well, I don't know what drip is. It sounds terrible though. I don't want something called drip. So, Nice Queen said 20. No, like I said, 2. 2. And so the people and I like this podcast. So well, I take that back. I like the main host of the podcast. He seems like a cool dude. There are some people on that thing that are moist though. So but they can't help it. So I'm not. Well, I'm a fan of Xbox. They got a piss poor moist community, but the Xbox itself is fine. If Xbox X if all people wanted out of the Xbox this generation was they wanted the Xbox this generation to be the Xbox 360 on steroids, and that's not what they got. And so, yeah, I don't want the drips. I mean, if you got the drips, you better go take a shot. Go get you some Robitussin or something. So, if Phil Spencer goes to Kentucky, yeah, if anybody comes here, we can go eat something. I mean, you'll have to pay for it. I ain't paying it. Applebee's got all you can eat right now. Go there. So, so, but yeah, so there's a group of people within the Xbox community that are going to say, no matter what Xbox does, no matter what Xbox does, okay, it's the right thing for them to do. And if it is what it is. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start to wind this podcast down. So, yeah, it looked like a Teletubby. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Hey, if that makes Xbox have exclusive games, and it is, I'll take it. So yeah, I'm excited about the Teletubby. Well, any comments or questions or anything? We have the same restaurants everywhere. So, but we're in a hub of where they start a lot of new restaurants. Like the first Applebee's in the United States, I believe, was opened here. So we have a ballpark that was called Applebee's Park for about a decade. We have a baseball team. So yeah, Xbox ever has exclusive games again. Well, I mean that's I don't know what to say then. That's disappointing. Oh, you got swag. Yeah, swag means secretly we are gay. So so yeah, we were the first. We had the first Applebee's, and we've had the first Chili's. I think was here. So yeah, we're a hub for restaurants. So well, there's always places to eat. Mm. So yeah, but of course I listen to the Xbox fans. I like Xbox, but they got a fan base that's moist. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, but again, they're talking about playing the real quick caveat here. Um, apparently Mike Ybarra is no longer supporting that podcast that he joined. I don't know what happened, but he no longer is supporting it. So that worked itself out. So yeah, apparently he quit. He quit. So so but guys, I'm going to jump on off here. You know what I'm saying? I am going to jump on off. So KIOP 901 makes an appearance. All right. One of Sony's first party exclusive games come to PC. Yes, it would. It would hurt the identity of their console. So, just it is what it is. So, but yeah, Gritty Legends. Yeah, later, like I said, I'm gonna wind it on down here. Wanted to talk about the fear-mongering thing or why that's being thrown around. But yeah, anybody got any questions or comments or of anything that was talked about today? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Later, Ice Queen. Shout out to the old subs and the new subs. So yeah. But yeah, everybody going once, going to. So shout out to everybody that was here. No Russian. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that was here. So, but yeah. So those were the top games. That's how you're going to be rendering things next week. I think I know the screen to go to name to name it to name the thing. And I'll look into Discord. God, I hate using that thing though. So I hate using it like an afro hates a Jerry curl. But all right then, guys, I'm gonna jump on off here. I do appreciate it, and you all have a good one. You all stay blessed, and just keep it gaming. And remember, if you don't play the games, the terrorists win. Peace out.